Hey, seniors, how you doing? Today is Wednesday, the 30th of March, and it is hump day. Hope you are now back fully into the swing of school after having a week off for spring break. I know it can be tough to get restarted and everything, but we do need to keep kind of pushing forward because we don't have that much time left in this semester. We want to make the most of it. As you look at today's assignment, hopefully by today you have finished reading the entire first passage of 1984. um, it is, I don't want to say it's really dense. There's a lot of prose in this. There's not a lot of conversation back and forth. So it may feel like there's a lot of reading to this. It really isn't that bad once you get into it. Again, I think that you're going to see a lot of similarities. We hope that you start to draw some of those parallels between today's society and the dystopian view of the story. As you are reading this today, we want you to think about Winston. In particular, we want to do some analysis of the character, and we ask you some questions to kind of get you thinking a little bit about the character and how we know some things about him. So there's four questions about that, multiple choice. Number five then is kind of brings us to irony, and this is one of the interesting things about this story because everything is twisted. Everything is not what you expect. So when you look at this story, and we talk about irony, there's three types of ironies. There's verbal irony, there's dramatic irony, and situational irony. Verbal irony is where the author says one thing, but they really mean something else. So, and again, the example that we always use, somebody's falling up the stairs, right? You go smooth or graceful or nice landing, right? You're not giving them a compliment, right? You're being mean to them. You're saying something not what the words. You're implying something that not what the words mean. That's verbal irony. I think a lot of that we get with satire. We get a lot of that with sarcasm. Then we think about situational irony. This is where we see something, we expect something because of the setting, but we get something else. And that's when you think about like, oh, there's a firehouse and it burns to the ground. Like, wait a minute, firemen put fires out. Well, why would their own firehouse burn down, right? And so we think about kind of that kind of situational irony. And then there's dramatic irony, and this is where we know something that the characters do not. Maybe we've overheard a conversation between two characters, so we know what's really going on, but the character doesn't, right? And if you think a lot of sitcoms, right? A lot of sitcoms are built on this dramatic irony where two characters about planning a birthday party, right? Surprise birthday party for a different person. And so they're sneaking around, they're getting all this stuff. Well, the other character thinks like they're ditching them or they're being mean to them or, they're doing something behind their back, right? And so they have this like mean, like, oh, God, I hate them. When actually we know that they're doing something nice for them, right? And so that's dramatic irony, where the reader understands something that the characters do not. As we look at this question number five, irony is when we expect one thing but get something else. This contrast is used to make commentary on that content. Okay. What irony do you see in this passage and what does it reveal about Winston? Okay. In other words, then we want you to look at here's what he says, but this is what it means. Or this is what we see, but that's really not what's going on, right? So using one of those ironies, verbal, dramatic, or situational ironies, we'd like for you to look at the passage, find an example of it, and then explain what that means about Winston. Now, you do not need to use the TPAC for this. You do not need the full-blown thing. This is just a quick write, okay? But we would like you to be very specific about, in this passage, I see this, and this is what it reveals about the character. Um, that is an assignment that we do want everybody to be doing. So we do want everybody to complete this assignment. And this is for a grade. This will help us kind of get ready for tomorrow's constructed response. So if you have any questions, make sure you're reaching out to Miss McGuire or I. And as always, good luck, everyone.